once again.
Hello, it's Jimmy here again at Riley's, and here we're going to show you a little trick we know about electric handbrakes. And we're talking about cars that have got this button here for pressing and releasing the handbrake or e-brake, whatever you like to call it. But it's for motors with this button that's got the electric caliper with an electric winding motor. Now I'm going to say most people are going to know that the electric handbrake caliper needs a special tool to open it, but let's say for instance we get a lot of calls from people who try to do their own brakes. So they've whipped the wheel off, so you've taken your wheel off there, now you're going to get your caliper off, and in this case it's a 13mm spanner, and you're just going to undo the bolt here. Once it's loose you can undo it by hand and screw it all the way. And there's another one at the bottom here. And you've pulled your caliper off, put your new brakes in, and a lot of people call me to complain about this is they put their new brakes in and now the caliper doesn't fit on any longer, and they don't realise that it doesn't just push back in with a normal compression tool. So they're in need of one of these 3-pin tools. Then you'll also find that you're in need of one of these, a diagnostic kit. And this is the usual sort of brake caliper rewind tools that you'd see on normal calipers. So I'm going to show you a trick that you don't need this, or you don't need the computer. So what you're going to need to do is get the caliper. Over at the back here you've got a plug that goes onto it. Press down on the little tab here, pull the plug out. So important part of the step I'm going to show you next is do not touch the plug, leave that alone. And here's what I'm going to show you we can use. This is a little connector. You can either take one of these from an RC remote and put 2 spade clips on the end. But this one here we actually bought it on eBay for £1.50 with free delivery and a 9-volt battery, which is about £1 or £2. Once you've got this disconnected from the plug, this is now isolated away from the car, so it's not attached to the electrics in your car to do any damage. And what you can do is get your plug here, connect it onto your battery. Inside here we've got the spade clips, and we're going to attach them to the caliper here. So we're going to put one spade clip in. Once we touch the other side, you should see the piston come down. Or if you're doing it in the wrong direction, I'm putting the piston in, which is the way we want to go, but I just want to show you if we do it in the other direction, you should see the piston come down. And there we go. You can see the piston is coming out. So we're going to stop that before it comes out too far. And we're going to rewind it back in. And what we've done now is just swap the terminals in the opposite direction, which reverses the polarity, which instead of pushing the piston out, it will now rewind the worm gear inside back in. You won't see the piston rise back in on its own, but inside the worm gear is going to go back, and then the piston can just be pushed in by hand. So we're going to put this on here. See our little battery there, just fits in your pocket. It's a nice handy little way of doing it. Once you hear the motor stop, I'm going to disconnect it straight away. Once the worm gear's wound in and we're finished, you can then use a piston spreader tool, special tool, but obviously I'm showing you how you can do it here with no tools. So you'd just take out one of the brake pads, just so the piston fits into place there, and a little small pry bar or a screwdriver. You're just going to get it in between here, the brake disc and the caliper, and you just squeeze it. This will then push the piston all the way back flat. So you can go ahead, put your new brake pads back on. Caliper fits in nice and slow, nice and easy. We can put our bolts back on. And then some people would say, well, what about the adaptions? Because we're not using a computer to adapt it back from the surface position. But I'll show you a way around that, which is nice and easy as well. So we're just finishing off on our bolts. The bolts are tightened and you can see the disc is spinning freely there. And we're just putting our bolts back in. And the wheel spinning there. Now here comes your specialist tool, adaptation settings, or rather your non-special tool. Just going to switch the ignition on. Going to put our foot in the brake, and we're going to push to lock the handbrake. Once the worm gears round all the way back out, the handbrake will lock up. So you can see there, the wheel is on, the handbrake is locked. Now that we've locked it, all you got to do is put the handbrake on. It will push the worm gear all the way out until it feels where the disc is, and it will stop itself automatically. There's no need for adaptions. So now we're going to release the handbrake and show you that the handbrake closes and releases freely. So again, back in the car, foot on the brake, pull to release the handbrake. Then we can go to the wheel and turn it. So you can see there, all done. Nice and easy. It's actually an easier way of doing it than the proper way. It's not the way that we do it, but this is a helpful video, I think, where we can send to a lot of people. 9-volt battery and a bit of cable with some spay clips. It's something we often get asked or get emergency calls for. Sometimes we can't attend, so this would be a good video to send to them. So basically, if it's an emergency, you've taken off your brakes, you're trying to fit your new pads and you can't get the job completed, this is just a quick way to show you how you can do that. And I'd say there's never really a week that goes by where we don't get a phone call asking somebody, or somebody asking us, if we can help them with this situation that they're in. They've dismantled the car, they've removed the brakes, now they can't finish the job, and the car is stuck where it is because they can't move it, they can't get the brake pads back on, because they can't rewind the piston. So if it's a job that we can't get to, I'll be sure to send them this video for instructions rather than explaining to each person individually. So if it's what you're looking for, I hope this helped, and we'll see you on our next video.